Hello, welcome back. Right, today I'm playing Gemini Wing, which is from Mastertronic and is apparently based on a Tecmo arcade game. Now it's a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up. It's by the sales curve. Now it's been a bit of a pain in the arse. It's got one of these multi-load things, so I had to load the side A, then select what control option I wanted, which was keyboard, which is QA, OP and space, hold space down for power ups, etc. And then I had to turn the tape over, rewind it and load the level. So a bit of a pain in the arse there, even though I loaded it through 128K. I would have thought it could have gone straight in. Anyway, let's have a go at this. Right, I have not done many shoot 'em ups, so that's why I'm sort of eager to have a look at some of them. Now, some little squidgy sort of farty sound effects, and it's doing its best with colour, but I'm finding that the enemies are a little bit tricky to see. So I pick all these power-ups up, and if I press space I can sort of launch them, if you see what I mean, and then get whatever other power. Now that bar on the right shows what power-ups I've got to use, and I've got to be careful not to press the space bar too much. Oh fuck it, otherwise I accidentally fire off things when I might be wanting to save them. Now yeah, it's, oh blimey, it's very tricky to see what I mean. It's very tricky to see what's going on in this. Right, so let's put my name in. Everyone else must be really shit if that effort of mine got on the high score table. Right, try again. Come on then. So, let's go. Now, the question I always ask is, do you know Gemini Wing? Did you play it in the arcade? It's not an arcade game I was ever familiar with or even heard about until I looked on the blurb on the back of the game, on the back of the cassette. Now, it's like a decent amount of colour there, and it's moving okay, but I think there sort of are better shoot 'em ups out there for the Spectrum, if I'm honest. More colourful ones where it's clearer to see what's going on. R-Type, Flying Shark, 1942. Even though I appreciate they're somewhat hamstrung by the fact that it's an arcade conversion, they've got to be sort of fairly faithful to that. But I can't. It's really difficult to see my ship on this kind of valley, sort of canyon background. Certainly isn't bad. Hello, what was that? See what I mean about making sure. I've just done it again. Making sure you don't overuse the spacebar or overpress it, because you might accidentally end up firing off a power up. You see, I just died there and I couldn't see a thing. Right, let's collect those. Now the sound is a bit wanky, sparse. You've got these kind of fireball things going on. So yeah, what were your impressions of it? Bear in mind, this is, I don't know if this was ever released as a full price game. I've just got the Mastertronic, or I've got it by Mastertronic, so if it was just £3 on the Mastertronic Plus, you wouldn't have moaned too much about it, I don't think. But you know, even so, it's still right. Let's shoot that sort of worm thing. Oh, right, is that going to be game over? Oh no, it's not game over. That's game over though. Yeah, that's me. Yep, right, okay. So let's try again. Now it's quite responsive, but like I say, this is just really difficult to work out what's going on. It was always one of the problems with the Spectrum, but then with games like Light Force, R-Type, Synapse, you know, there were some very colourful games on the Spectrum, and even a game like Swiv, which has the sort of same, is it Swiv or is it Silkworm, which is the same sort of yellow on black. Graphics are a lot clearer to see what's going on. It's not a bad little time waste, but I can sort of feel myself getting a little bit wound up with, see, it's just almost impossible to really have a clue what's going on around here. It's, you know, it could have done with some kind of thumping soundtrack as well, especially as I've got this playing in 128 mode. So what for you is the best Spectrum shoot 'em up? Flying Shark as well did the yellow and black thing really well. Come on, where am I? Oh, I'm over there, right, so, oh, right, okay. Right, one more go. Yes, it's Baz again. So yeah, what do you think the best sort of shoot 'em up on the Spectrum was? I must admit, I loved Design Apps. Iridium I liked, but I found it sort of way too hard. Flying Shark was really good, as I've mentioned before. R-Type is just sort of fantastic. Design Apps is fantastic, and I'm struggling to think of any more because I'm trying to concentrate on seeing what I'm doing. Now, I don't sort of hunt down even modern day. I think the last sort of shoot 'em up like this I actually ever bought was Ikaruga on the GameCube, and that game was just so fucking hard. It just made my eyes go funny. All that swapping between black and white and stuff like that. Really, really good, but I just couldn't get far in it at all. And I did watch a playthrough of it some sort of time back. People make it look easy. Look, that game was about a minute long, that was. Right, okay, come on, one more go. Right. So I'm not hugely enamoured with Gemini Wing. I can see its good points, but there's just one too many of these frustrating factors in it for me. It's could have been a whole lot better. I think could have been a whole lot worse, don't get me wrong, but it could also have been a shed load better. Oh fuck, I started up there, didn't I? Didn't see where I was. You see what I mean? Right, okay, there we go. Thanks ever so much. If you like the video, please let me know. If you wish to subscribe, please do so. It's going to be great to see you. If you do subscribe, please make sure you stay, you keep involved, or you get involved in the discussions, etc. That's what I really, really enjoy about the YouTube channel. Thank you ever so much. Have a great whatever day it is. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye.